I think there are a lot of stray cats in Qatar, but like people here are not especially aware of that, and most of the stray cats are like, I don't know, I think they badly treated. I saw many stray cats that are like dirty and injured.
To the public, and especially the local people, I don't want them ever to think that there's a negative persona that comes from here, because there's not. For me and for Abdullah, it's education. Education is the most important thing, I think. We do have a lot of locals that come to us with dogs, cats, birds, whatever, and we want them to know that whatever we can do to help them and educate them, we will do, because a lot of times they come, they're like, oh, I didn't, thank you. You know, they're very grateful. It's not a lack of caring, it's a lack of knowledge.
One night when I was going home, I usually stop and try to feed. I always have food in my car to try to feed the street cats, and I saw 3 kids. It was actually the National Day. I remember specifically that night. And 3 kids were throwing stones at the cats there. So I approached them. I was really angry, and I approached them and I asked them, why are you throwing the stones? He said, well, they're not your cats, so it's like, it's not any of your business. I said, well, yeah, they are my cats. And then he said, then why aren't they in your house if they are your cats? I said, well, these ones, they want to be on the streets and I feed them, okay? But they didn't stop, and well, I said, so where are your parents? And he actually said, we don't have parents. I said, where is your mom? Where is your dad? We don't have a mom, we don't have a dad. I said, if I see you 3 next time, I will follow you and I will come and speak to your parents.
Find stray cats everywhere in Qatar. They're next to your houses, they're under your car, they're in, like next to the university, QF, everywhere. Qatar is full of cats.
A lot of times people bring them into us. They find them out on the street, they've been hurt, or they're so small they can't feed themselves. And they bring them into us and they ask us to take them. If we have room, or depending on the situation of the animal, we try to do what we can to accommodate them. We've gotten to the point where we're so full that unless the animal is severely injured or starving, we just can't take it in. So we try and encourage people to keep the animal with them. We will do what we can to help, you know, as far as a medical treatment or something like that. But basically it's people bringing them into the clinic.
Yeah, so his eye is still being treated. He doesn't have 100% eyesight, let's say, I think less than 50% eyesight. Okay, and he's still being treated. He already had a surgery on his eye. Come on, Chino. He's scared because what happens is they're, let's say, in the cage, and that's what they know. For example, Chino has been there, as you can see, Chino is still a kitten. Chino is 6 months old, so all he is known in his life is the cage. So it takes him a while to warm up to people. Still he's very cuddly, he likes to be pet, but it takes him some time to get used to the situation.
A couple of years ago it used to be a lot, neutered and spayed them. And since then it decreased, but now I think it's increasing again. But definitely the numbers have decreased a lot.
The number of stray cats in Education City, for example, I think it has decreased. I remember in my freshman year, we saw a lot of stray cats outside BCU, but now we only saw like one, or like a few of them, so I don't know what happened to them.
His name is Joey. When Joey was found, he was 2 months old, and they actually assumed that he was going to die. They brought him here to euthanize him, but since we really love animals, we don't really go to the euthanization solution at first, so we try to do our best to treat any cat or any dog that's being brought to the clinic. And Dr. Jamal did his best, and he actually saved his life. And as you can see now, he's an adult 2-year-old cat.
I think in Qatar a lot of people buy cats because they like the Persian cats, the fluffy ones, because I think they're prettier. But no offense to the street cats, but they are.
Some people, they just go to the souk and buy a sick kitten that they think it's a healthy kitten because they give them a fake certificate, fake vaccination certificate that they say this cat was vaccinated. Go because they want Persian cats, so they go and they buy a sick Persian cat from Souk Vaga, for example. And the worst, I'll tell you, the worst place to actually buy a cat from or buy any pet from is Souk Waqf. I think they're the most cruel people, you know, or organization you find in Doha. And really, really something should be done about it. They don't take care of the animals. You find the animals in, let's say, 45 degrees heat out in the sun, you know, and even during winter time you find a kitten that's being washed and being left out to dry in the cold, and you find the kitten in a cage or a puppy in a cage without food, without water, for kittens, let's say, without a litter box, and when you actually look at them, they're just motionless. What does that tell you? It means they're either starving or they're just too even sick to move.
I think people should adopt animals rather than buy them from the pet store, because I mean personally I'm against buying pets from the pet store because it's like animal rights and stuff like that. It's like buying a human from a human store.
I do know that a lot of people are buying and they shouldn't be buying. That's one thing I can say. Down at the souk, or these Amazon pets or whatever it is, 9 out of 10 of those animals are sick, cats or dogs. They're not looked after the way they should be, and so if you're gonna buy or adopt an animal from there, it's not, the chances of survival are slim to none. So having said that too, somebody will buy something like this and then it's not healthy, so they'll just put it out on the street. It's not helping those situations, it's not helping the animals, it's not helping, I guess all you're doing is kind of helping the business, which, and unless they get a better understanding of animal, how they should be looked after, they shouldn't be selling them. And there's an adoption procedure that you have to go through before we will let you adopt, and it's not based on anything other than what is the best for the animal. We won't adopt an animal out that's not neutered or spayed or vaccinated or microchipped, because it's for the health of the animal. And if you're not willing to look after the animal, pay for the adoption fee for the animal, then it's in the best interest of the animal that the animal doesn't get adopted out.